Hey everybody, it's Scott Williams, Treasure Coast Picker. This is part two of our what sold during the isolation period or the quarantine, or what you want to call it, and lockdown. And we did part one the other day, and we've got another 14 items to run out here in front of you. And so we'll start right off the top with this. Come on, there you go. Tommy Bahama shirt. This is the last item I thrifted before before everything closed down. It was our last day in Florida, and I stopped at this thrift store that I had previously picked up two Tommy Bahama shirts. And I thought, let's see if they have another one. And sure enough, they had this one. I paid $4.50 for it and sold it for $39.95 with $5.05 shipping. And it really is a beauty panelback shirt with the wool embroidery on the back. Simple beige collar, Tommy Bahama tag, extra large, and just a great graphic on the back. Sold for $39.95. I paid $4.50. This next item is a CD that I paid $1 for. It's called Buddha Bar Volume 16. I have no idea what this is. I mean, I did a little research. It's some kind of a dance music, I guess it's called. There were two discs. I paid $1 for it. Sold it for $19.35 with free shipping. These are fairly cheap to ship out, usually ship out for about $3 or less. And so this was a good profit on $1 investment. Buddha Bar Volume 16, and it was sealed, so that was a bonus too. So, CDs I do well with, especially sealed ones. This item was lying around the house forever. It was probably picked up at a garage sale years ago and never did anything with it. It's a Sunday Missal from 1936. And it had a child's name, and it's some child's name, a second grade, and it's been hanging around the house. I don't know what we paid for it, probably $1 or so, but I got $21 for it with free shipping. And take a quick look inside, had some nice illustrations, typical for the time, and it was copyrighted 1936 in pretty good condition. So we don't know what we paid, probably $1, $1 or $2. Got $21 for it. And this is cute. Speaking in the religious theme, we found this in Florida. It's a little musical nun, and it's called Roman Kyogi, musical nun, and it had this beautiful little face, and had the metal cross. And what I did was it had some schmutz on the gown, but I noted that. And on the bottom, it had the original label sold by Tokyo Merchandise, probably from the late 50s, early 60s. And they got $35 for this with $5.60 shipping. And I added a video so that you could see it play. I'm not going to play it here because we're short on time, but this video opens in a new window, and I had it revolving for about 15 seconds so people could see the item in action. And that's a great thing to do when you have something that lights up or moves. Always try to include a short 20-second video. Next item. So that was $35 on a $2 investment. Next item, Robert Graham. I love Robert Graham. Excuse me. Sold this for $27.50, paid $5 for it, and I chose to feature the Robert Graham graphic, which is embroidered inside the collar, because the shirt itself wasn't that remarkable. The shirt itself was a nice plaid colored shirt, but it had the Robert Graham motto inside, and nice shot of the shoulders. I just did the front, back, the sides, but if I can get back to the original here, there it is. I showed this as the thing to catch people's eye with, and sold for $27.50, and I paid $5. Now we have these are one of those snow globes I mentioned I picked up years ago for roughly 35 cents a piece. I bought a whole box of them. This one sold for $13.50 with $5.65 shipping. And I got a note from the buyer who said, how could you sell a globe with someone else's name on the bottom? I gave this to my daughter, and she wanted to know who was Gigi, because the name Gigi was written on the bottom, and I just missed it. I completely missed it. So what I did was mention to him, I apologized, and I mentioned that I bought a bunch of these, and I thought I had taken all the writing off them with the magic eraser, because obviously it was someone else's collection. And he wrote back to me, he said, glad you mentioned the magic eraser. The name came right off, and my daughter's very happy. So it turned out he gave me good feedback and wasn't upset after I told him how to solve the problem of the the name written on the bottom. In any case, I'm still getting mileage out of these 35-cent snow gloves. This one went for $13.50. Here's a beautiful item. I found this in Florida for $4. This is a Rawlings Dale Murphy baseball glove, and it is absolutely pristine. I mean, it had usage, it had use, but it is really, really clean. So it didn't have a lot of use. I mean, look at this thing. I paid $4 and sold it for $27.95 plus $8 and so $8.30 shipping. I'm not sure why it's not clicking over to the next thing. There it is. And this glove was in beautiful condition. That was really the only bad spot right there. There was an oil spot and some damage to the strap, but the rest of it was really nice. The signature is nice inside, and just perfect condition. I would have kept it for myself, but this glove is a little too modern for my collection. So anyway, keep an eye out for baseball gloves, especially in this kind of condition. And what you always want to do when the gloves that naturally have a fold in them, when they close up like this, you want to prop them open with, in this case, I use chopsticks or a swizzle stick would be good, but never use a pencil because you don't want to get the pencil lead writing on the glove. So always use something that's not going to leave a mark on the glove to hold the glove open and show the inside. Hallmark. These little guys I found several years ago in a little antique store in New Jersey, and they are the 1957 Corvettes. They were issued, I think, in 1991 by Hallmark, and they were the first in the series, the classic car series. And what I have here is like one has the green tree, and then there was one issued with a gold tree, which was a little bit harder to find. So these have been lying around in a drawer for years. I decided to put them up for some crazy price, like $60. And recently, Jason T. Smith ran a video about using a 50% off sale to get rid of some of your old stuff. So I threw it up at 50%, and they sold for $29.49 with free shipping. And they were easy to ship because they're so tiny. But these were in beautiful condition. Didn't have their boxes, but somebody got a deal at $29.49 for these, and I paid a total of $4. This next item is a Magic School Bus Space Lab. Apparently it's some kind of a science experiments and activities thing. I paid $3.75 for this. I had it up for $35 and it was just sitting. So I threw that into the 50% off sale. Got $17.50 plus $10 shipping. And this is a great kind of thing to sell now where people are locked up in the houses. Any kind of activity for kids, especially when it's sealed like this, hasn't been played with. And you can see all the stuff that was inside of it from the picture on the back. And any kind of activity or puzzles are a great item to sell now during the quarantine or the lockdown because people are looking for stuff to do. Anyway, this was $3.75 and it got $17.50 plus shipping. Another item that sat for years, I bought a bunch of Johnny Cupcake shirts back in 2016. They all sold at really, really good prices except for 2 or 3 that I have left. This is one of them. Could not get rid of it. I put it up again for $22.50, and I decided to throw it into the 50% off sale, and I got $11.25 plus $3.75 shipping. It was a little faded. It probably had some pit stains, but took a couple of photographs of it. Didn't hear any complaints. Person was happy, so finally I paid $6 for these shirts, and this was not a big win as far as profit, but I did, like I said, I bought about 20 of these different ones, and they sold. The good ones sold fast, and they sold for some good money. Johnny Cupcakes. Here we go with Tic-Tac-Toe. This was another one of those items I found in the house. It was probably a gift that was given to me years ago. I have no idea, but it was new in the box. Never played with, and it's a baseball-themed Tic-Tac-Toe set by Russ Berry. I had no use for it. It was probably an office gift or something like that. I unearthed it while we were moving, and they took it out of the box. I said, time to sell it. I took $11.50 for it with $7.45 shipping because with the metal pieces, it weighed, in the wooden base, it weighed over a pound. It did go in a priority flat rate padded envelope for $7.45. Another beautiful Tommy Bahama shirt. This was $5. Tommy Bahama casting agent. This is all embroidery on the back. Paid $5 in that same store in Florida where I found the other Tommies. Very plain front, but nice condition, XL size, all silk. Again, a great graphic on the back. There's the label. There's what it looks like full from the back. Got $34.95 plus $5.05 shipping. And let's move along to the next item. Excuse me. For whatever reason, maybe it's the forced air heat in here, I'm drying out tonight. This little guy I paid $2 for. Tiny little Matchbox double-decker bus with the Esso Patrol banner on the sides. And what's nice about this is really, really good condition. A lot of these things you find out the paint is really, they really have the snot beat out of them where the paint is worn off. This guy had great paint. Didn't have his original box, but I asked $18 with free shipping. It went in a little tiny box and not even gone in a padded envelope, and went first class for like $2.50 or something like that. So shipping was great on this. Really nice condition. $2, got 18 for it. Last two, I believe. Jim Shore Mickey Mouse. I found this guy about a year ago. This is the Liberty's March Mickey Mouse, Jim Shore from 2005. Didn't have a box, but there's Mickey with his drumsticks, and really nice condition. I hope this arrives safely. I just sold it the other day. And what I did is I wrapped them in bubble wrap very carefully, double boxed them, put them in a box, put that box inside another box surrounded by bubble wrap and paper to keep it from touching the sides. And hopefully it will arrive safely. I guess we'll find out in a day or two. But I had them up at $59. I put them in the 50% off sale. He went for $29.50 plus $10 shipping. And I had $5 investment. So there's profit. And lastly, got through these pretty quick. This is a brand new Nike Dry Fit Tiger Woods Collection 2XL polo shirt. And has an MSRP of $110. I took a best offer of $50 on this with free shipping, and just sold it, just shipped it out the other day. This is a beautiful, beautiful shirt. I had no use for it, but Tiger Woods line was still popular. Had a lot of tags on it, and sold for best offer of $50 with free shipping, and my investment was $10. So that pretty much covers everything I've sold within the last, I guess, since March 20th when we got home from Florida. And we've been locked down ever since. So as I said the other day, you can thrift online by shopping on eBay and looking for bargains, or maybe locally if you can get out of your house and maintain the distance, the safe social distancing. You may be able to buy from things like OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace. But so just keep at it. Keep trying to find good stuff, and we'll get through all this together. And can't wait for those thrift stores to open, because you know they're going to have a lot of good stuff when we get back. In any case, I hope you liked this video, and you'll give me a thumbs up and maybe subscribe to my channel. I really would like to build my channel up. I've only got 175 subscribers. Would like to get it up to 200, and then maybe from there we can get a little higher. So again, thanks very much for your time, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.